and welcome, lovely folk. We are getting into the Aquarius reading here. I would like to start off with apologizing for missing the readings last month. Simply, I wasn't in the right energy to do them, but I am feeling a lot better now. And the other thing I wanted to mention is I hope it's not too much of a distraction. I do have a band-aid on my finger, so not to bring attention to it, but I just know it can be a distraction a little bit. So let's start off with tea leaf, then we'll get into pocket animal spirit, which we will read. Spirit song tarot, I'll possibly clarify if we need to with the enchanted world tarot, and lastly mystical healing reading cards, which I will also read, and then as always charms. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Oh wow, okay. With these I always like to get where the fissures are, or like any cards that just, you know, really stand out from that. But wow, okay, we have quite a bit now. This one too, I can't. I have to honor the cards, but. And also, excuse if I sound a little bit nasally. I have some allergies around this time. Trying to take care. Hat, you'll be playing a different role. Interesting. Okay, so we did have this for, I want to say it was the Capricorn reading? Yeah. And then also I did get in your meditation, I got the rune of Iwas, which is about new beginnings, turning points, endurance, protection, strength, stability, victory. So it's gonna be good changes, you're gonna like this new role. But you know, it's always tough with new beginnings at first. You know, it just might feel a little uncomfortable at first. That's just generally how it goes. But I am feeling called to mention as well that I did get horseshoe. Good luck for you. Okay. We have dolphin. Financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. Wow, it's like you're getting the same cards as, was that Sagittarius rather than Capricorn? We have a rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters. Now it doesn't have to literally be that. I mean, it can be. You know, you'll know your situation the best, but it can also just be about too much focus with, you know, just any kind of physical matter. 4-leaf clover, great good fortune. So there you go, there's that good luck. We have boot. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Okay, I'm being called to mention it. I think some of you may be in a band, and I think like your music can really heal people. So, you know, keep that pursuit up. Skills, keep your life in balance. Chair filled, someone new is entering your life. Wow, I think that was also Capricorn. If you have Capricorn placements or you feel called to, perhaps look into that reading as well. We have March. With March, I got March to the beat of your own drums. Random, but we have love. And we have August. Okay, boat, money, or property through an inheritance, winning, or windfall. So that could be, we did see about like financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. Yeah, that could also speak towards like inheritance with the coming with this. Kite, vacation. So you might be thinking about taking a vacation. Perhaps you feel like you need one. We have January. Intent, temporary situation. This too shall pass. So these months might be significant for you in some way. Like they could be significant already to you in some way, like a birthday or a month that's important to you in some way. Or they could be, conversely, you know, something will happen within those months. You know, either movement forward, a shift of some kind. You know, it can be a multitude of things, anything significant. But alright, let's go ahead and get your animal spirit. Spirit guides and angels. Oh wow. Guide Aquarius, please, to their highest good. Awesome. Can you guide Aquarius to their highest good? Any more messages for Aquarius, please? Okay. I want to start out. You have two spirit cards here. There's like, you know, they're more rare in the deck. There aren't nearly as many as the other elements. And Phoenix is quite befitting with the rune I got with a lot that's here. So that's going to be interesting to read. We have Cosmic Egg, which also is very befitting. Wolf. Try not to cover these as much as I can. I can turn this a little. I don't know if you can read these very well anyway. Like if you were to zoom in, I don't know if these are as legible as like but I'll come to them if they come up again, you know. Alright, buffalo. Interesting. So maybe we can do this a little bit. So the there we go. Because I also need to be able to read them as well. But the two non-spirit cards are both earth elements. So let's go ahead and read these. So like that's calling you to be very grounded. I know Aquarius for sure can, you know, get very cerebral, which is beautiful, but that, you know, there sometimes needs to be more grounding there where things can get a little bit static. Yeah, especially with buffalo here, there's static, there's like lightning in the background there. Okay, I'm being called to mention something I just recently heard in my the person who I very much so admire. I look at her kind of as a mentor, and her reading, she had just mentioned about how buffalo can feel the storm coming and how they would rather just run through the storm real quick and get it over with, rather than run away from the storm and, you know, then it actually takes like longer for it to pass. So, but they're also, you know, very grounded creatures, so it's like you're doing that with grounding. You're not just hastily running through it. You're running through it with that grounding. You're facing it head on, but with a strength, a solid strength of knowing that this is going to pass, and that it's not going to affect you long term. You're going to get through it. Alright, so starting off with Phoenix here. Okay, Phoenix. Freedom from suffering and past karma, reincarnation. The Phoenix represents the transformation of our past. It doesn't mean running from it, denying it, or burning bridges with rage. Interesting with what just came through there. So you're not running from this, whatever it is. The Phoenix employs an advanced technique described in yoga as the burning of impurities through practice and dedication, the tapas. The essence of the Phoenix is with us when we realize we have been suffering too long and something must change. Something's gotta give. We take a stand and decide to live consciously instead of being driven by the unconscious mind and its long list of fears and aversions. At that very moment, the spark of the Phoenix is lit, and the great bird helps us burn through our baggage. We no longer run from who we are, what has happened to us, or what we have done. The stuckness and deadweight fall into the ashes, and a lightness and clarity emerge. As the stagnancy continues to smolder, the Phoenix lifts our spirits up and up, and we begin to recognize ourselves again. We may catch a glimmer in our eye that wasn't there before. Look closely, it's a sign the fire of transformation is upon your wings. The Phoenix in the first chakra. The ancient yogis believed that our heaviest karmas reside in the first chakra. This earthen center is also called Muladhara, or our root. The ascent of the Phoenix begins here, and as the entanglement of karmas is slowly burned, I just got a strong feeling in my left nose, almost like a sneeze, but I did not sneeze. I mean, I do have some sinus stuff, so it could just be my energy. The ascent of the Phoenix begins here, and as the entanglement of the karmas is slowly burned, it rises from the ash toward the navel center. Again and again it makes this journey from its first to third chakras, purifying our essence, freeing us from the past. Alright, then we have Wolf. Guardian of family and tribe, activism, ritual. The wolf's mission is to uphold the well-being and longevity of the pack. Healthy wolf energy expresses itself through activism, mentorship, humanitarian efforts, or teaching, religious or political studies. The wolf gets into trouble when it assumes every member of the tribe must follow suit. This includes children walking in their parents' footsteps. Although it will surely be uncomfortable at first, practicing tolerance helps balance out agitated wolf energy. Contemplate the following. Embrace all, exclude none. When in balance, reliable, democratic, fearless. When out of balance, judgmental, dominating. To bring into balance, practice letting go. Now, interesting, what was it? Yeah, I felt like for those of you that might be in a band or something like that, or just perhaps in music. I got choral, but with that I got ecosystem, working together, emotional healing as a community. So that's kind of like that mentoring, humanitarian efforts, activism, teaching, band, and then I got like musical healing. And like I saw fingers and like colorful ribbons coming from those fingers, and it's like your music heals. Okay, cosmic egg, and I think it's like through your, oh, here it is. Okay, so yeah, I had moon card energy. Your healing is others healing. So it's like, I think that's like through your music somehow, but that, and that could also just be speaking to like soul song if you're not in music. But it's like how your healing heals others. Cosmic egg. Okay. Completion, harmony, the infinite within the finite. The cosmic egg is the final card in the journey of the animal to spirit deck, and it represents the unfolding of cosmic consciousness. This state emerges after we have tread the path for quite some time, and through self-effort and grace we experience self-realization. A sense of contentment and oneness spontaneously arises within us, and the veils of our self-limiting beliefs are lifted. When the essence of the cosmic egg has not been activated, we may feel as if we will never get there, or that we travel alone, disconnected from others. Even if our encounter with this card is brief, appearing as a momentary glimmer or flash of interconnectedness, its potent energy stays with us. The cosmic egg is a remedy for the fragmentation of modern life. It's through the power of this card that we are reminded of the cosmic contract written at the beginning. We hold on to life, and life holds on to us. The journey is complete, but it does not end. The cosmic egg in the 7th chakra. The subtle essence of the cosmic egg resides at the crown chakra at the top of the head, called Sahasrara. I think I said that wrong. Sahasrara. I don't know, maybe I said it right the first time. One of the aims of yoga and meditation practice is to channel energy from the base of the spine upwards towards Sahasrara. Each of the 6 lower chakras plays an important role along this journey, and once the final epicenter of consciousness is activated, it is said to radiate the light of 1,000,000 suns. Alright, and lastly, buffalo here. Buffalo, grounded yet heavenly, practical yet spiritual. The hoofs of the mighty buffalo are grounded in the earth, yet its heart and mind rise toward heaven. The buffalo sees challenges, hardship, or a bump in the road as an opportunity for upliftment. Therefore, the buffalo does not fear death, illness, or misfortune. Its gentle eyes look to the road ahead, trusting every turn. May we all experience this elusive yet life-changing bliss from time to time, and may we allow this card to remind us that life is a precious gift. When in balance, trusting, pure presence. When out of balance, restless, lacks gratitude. To bring into balance, prayer, bhakti. So yeah, I think this is a lot about being grounded, and I like specifically that it spoke on being practical but also spiritual. And to just trust, have a knowingness that you're going to succeed in whatever it is that you're aiming to do. Alright. So, we did that. We need your tarot now. I just knew this was the moon card. I got the moon card in your reading. I keep being called to, there's a dice here in this bowl, and it was like kind of, the 18 was facing at me, and I kept being called to that as well. This card, I think it's about spiritualism here. Okay, I'm actually being given, we're gonna read it. I wasn't planning on reading this booklet. Yeah, I wasn't planning on reading this booklet, but I want to read this one. Okay. The moon, owl, imagination and perception. Message. Owl's time is the night, when subconscious powers are at their peak. By the light of the owl and her mysterious moon comes a flood of insight. A silent observer of intuitive knowledge, owl pierces through illusions, bringing the hidden to light. The imagination is a powerful tool. It can be used creatively, or it can be used to strike terror within. Emotions will also shape the perception of any situation. Owl is here to assist you in seeing your way clearly through the fear and into the light of truth. Even in the cloak of darkness, your path will be illuminated. Trust in your instincts, pay attention to dreams, and watch for signs that will guide you. Keywords: intuition, dreams, emotions, imagination, perception, illumination, merging awareness, reversed message. Well, we don't need that. Okay, so yeah. Very much so. Feeling like there's like a spiritual journey here. But balancing that with practicality, as we do have, as Buffalo said, as kind of the scales are saying there, to keep balance. I think naturally you are a very spiritual person, so it is important to ground. Okay, we'll keep those. Okay. Spirit guides and angels, messages for Aquarius, please. Messages for their highest good. What does Aquarius need to see for their highest good? Okay. Okay, so we're starting off with Six of Feathers, which is so befitting. Transition, insight. So this is where you're at right now. You're in this transition, I got Iowa's for you, with Phoenix and cosmic egg here. That's a lot about transition, death and rebirth energy. We got also, you'll be playing a different role. But a lot about insight, like there's definitely some spiritual tie to this. We have the Emperor in your challenge position, and we have Shaman in reverse. So I think perhaps, for one, this is definitely about focus, in trusting yourself, trusting the process. But also, I think because the reason you struggle with that, with Shaman here in reverse and Wolf, like the Wolf, it definitely, like specifically the lone wolf, the wolf that goes off, really challenges the status quo in a sense. Like they get back to roots, back to basics, and then see like how society builds up in a way, and they kind of challenge that, and because they have these like fresh eyes now once they've like separated themselves, and then they carry that back into society, back into the pack, to create like structure. So stay focused, know that you were meant to be this kind of, and I think Aquarius very much so is that rebel spirit, that like you have like this inner rebellious passion. And I think that sometimes makes you feel like somewhat disconnected from others, but it's meant to be that way. You're actually quite connected. I think you have this deep, profound love for people. You're a humanitarian type of person. So don't feel like you're disconnected. You are just meant to kind of separate yourself, to get fresh eyes, because as society goes, it's like, people start to, there's like an effect. We once didn't live in these houses. I always think of that song, because I always think of boxes. But I am so grateful for homes, because they do give us shelter, and but they can create comfortability, which can be both good and bad. Like all things, there's always pros and cons, and people lose sight in that. So it's kind of like you're somebody who like regains that sight that people may have lost throughout their establishment. All right, lastly, okay, so it's going to be very important for you to be grounded and to not run away from this challenge, because here, this is giving, like, I just want to first state, the cards come out as they do, but it doesn't mean that you can't change them. They're there to signal things to you, and help you see and understand in ways you might not have before. But this is definitely this outcome is sort of, if you weren't to really ground yourself, if you weren't to face these issues here, then 10 of shells in reverse, that's the 10 of cups. So it's like your well-being's would suffer, and ultimately you'd be resisting this great change that the universe is really trying to like bring for you. Definitely with Buffalo, like we're getting like, you really do, it really would benefit your life to trust the process, you know, just run through that storm. I think it's going to be powerful and freeing and like give you this like electric boost that you need, but you might resist it. Also, I want to note this is like for this month, so you could still be resisting it within this month because you are feeling kind of, this is 9 of feathers, which is equivalent to the 9 of swords, and it's like self-imposed restriction. It's like you're guarding yourself from this. Perhaps you feel like the universe doesn't always have your back, when something to note and realize is, you know, even things that have like gone wrong in your life or felt like they have, or like seemed negative, you know, the universe guides us for our betterment, for our best self to come forward. So, and of course, like we can resist that, and that's when challenges really can take over and become problematic. But yeah, I see within this month you still are struggling with this. And again, you can flip this around whenever you want to. Like, it can be within this month that you decide to like just head towards this storm of your inner self, your inner being, these challenges that you're facing within. It's up to you. But the cards are saying this, that there is a that your well-being's sort of suffering due to this, and that it's time to release. You're like calling to yourself to release this. Alright, let's go ahead and get your mystical healing reading cards. Some of you also just might get sick. Like, nothing, you know, I'm not a doctor, I can't really speak on that, but I more so just mean, like, you might get a cold, or something might slow you down in that regard, like a cold or like an ear infection, something like that. Spirit guides and angels, messages for Aquarius, please. In which case, you might just be being called to think about this more and, you know, rest up before you like just charge through that storm, because you do need some grounding. Like, that is certainly something you need to rest and provide for yourself with. Yeah, I think you are just kind of being called to, it's not gonna happen right now, focus on grounding. But these changes are happening no matter what. It's more of a fate destiny thing than it is I mean, choice is always involved, but there are some things that hold gravity that kind of happen no matter what. But it's good things, so try not to resist the change. Spirit guides and angels. Messages for Aquarius, please. What does Aquarius need to see for their highest good? Okay, it's just the one. Temper your criticism. You know, that can very well be this 9 of Feathers as well. Try to, if you want to like observe things about yourself so that you can like better yourself, that's a wonderful thing to do, but be mindful on how you approach it. Don't judge, don't come at yourself like in a way of judgment, in a way of like, you're human, we're all human, and you know, it's like, temper your criticism, be mindful how you talk to yourself about it, do it with love, do it with the eyes, the perception that it's okay, and it's just an opportunity to learn. Alright, and it's number 33. Alright, temper your criticism. Become discerning instead of critical. When you are critical, you harden yourself and literally put energetic knives into others or yourself, and that's very much so. That 9 of Feathers, 9 of Swords. So what's interesting is on the classic tarot card, on the Rider-Waite tarot, the image is that all of the swords, you know what, we're gonna grab that. Okay, you know what? I actually was 100% thinking of I'm gonna be honest with you, I was thinking of the 8 of Swords. That's self-imposed restriction. This is about anxiety, overthinking. So try not to overthink it. That is definitely that grounding. The grounding is going to help for you from this. Insomnia, even anxiety, overthinking, getting in your head about something. But this can be, you know, due to external things and not just, but also, okay, this can also very much so be the criticism, the, you know, wounding yourself, speaking poorly to yourself. We're gonna leave that there. Oh, something too. Let's see if you have any matching cards. Okay, no. But yeah. So grounding is so important. I did still say that. So, okay. You also block yourself from becoming a more refined, sensitive, intuitive human being. which is kind of Eight of Swords like as well. Your healing pathways get blocked and your bones and muscles begin to degenerate. When you are harsh and critical with yourself, you lose your life force energy, your self-esteem, and you become depressed. Your ability to be flexible, think deeply, and receive new higher wisdom is also limited. Start looking for what is good, holy, and beautiful in each person. Develop discernment whilst still encouraging yourself and others to grow. Okay, I got B, the change you wish to see in the world. We did kind of get that about, like, I think in one of these cards it was talking about perception and like how you view others in a community. And I also got with your meditation about the your healing is others' healing. So it's like, yeah, okay. Try to see things from several angles. I think we also got that in one of these. In order to create more objectivity and gentleness in your counsel. Practice self-kindness. This card asks that you start to experience yourself, others, and the world from a more compassionate point of view. Look at every challenge as a possibility for growth. Process. Whenever a critical thought appears, recognize it so that your consciousness can participate in the process of thinking. You are going to realize how critical you are. Be gentle whenever you have a critical thought. Correct it by immediately thinking or saying something positive. Soon you will have a breakthrough. You will catch yourself and not allow the critical thought to manifest. As you become a more conscious, kind human being, you will feel better on every level and attract more positive experiences into your life. Alright, so yeah, one of these, it was like about seeing things from different angles. I remember something about that being said. I think it was wolf. The wolf gets into trouble when it assumes every member of the tribe must follow suit. This includes children walking in their parents' footsteps. Although it will surely be uncomfortable at first, practicing tolerance helps balance out agitated wolf energy. Contemplate the following: embrace all, exclude none. But I thought I remembered specifically as well something about seeing things from different angles, but we will just leave it there. Alright, I'm gonna grab with this arm. Not very many here. We have the dragonfly. Okay, so this is here twice now. So dragonfly may be significant in some way. Perhaps I'll read that animal. We have the blue marble here, which is about the throat chakra. So don't be afraid to use your voice, but ground yourself, you know. And we have the key. I think this is about tempering your criticism. That's going to be a huge key in all of this. It's like your healing is going to heal others, because it might help in music or something. I don't know. Okay, so dragonfly. I believe there's a dragonfly card in here. It'd be air. I'm not 100% sure that there is a dragon card in here, but dragonfly. Okay. Master of light, illusion, and the mind. The dragonfly is an ancient and ethereal creature that awakens a sense of wonder and awe. The dragonfly is a symbol of the mind, as it is always moving, shifting, shimmering, and changing. When the dragonfly card appears, it's worth considering the quality of your mind and perception. Are they restless or still? Dreamlike or crystal clear? The situation at hand may be different than it appears at first glance. The dragonfly reminds us to calm the mind so the light of wisdom can shine through. When in balance, sees clearly, joyful, magical. When out of balance, can't concentrate, busy mind. To bring into balance, focus on the breath. So yeah, very fitting. Alright, well, we will leave this here. I want to thank you so much for the likes, the comments, the subscribes. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to have gotten 200 subscribers. I know that that's just that first milestone there, but I'm quite happy for all the support. Thank you so much. So I want to thank you so much for being here and being a part of my journey, as well as welcoming me to be a part of your journey as well. And until next time, lovely folk.